Hello my dear children, once again welcome to our physics class. In the previous session we had discussed about spherical mirrors. Which are the two types of spherical mirrors? Yes, concave and convex mirror. Today we will discuss the image formation by a concave mirror as well as a convex mirror. But before moving to the image formation and the ray diagrams, we need to know some rules related to this concave mirror and convex mirror. And what about these rules? See, an object can produce infinite number of light rays. Object means a light source. Okay, so a source of light can produce infinite number of light rays. Some of these rays may be incident on the mirror parallel to the principal axis. Some of these light rays may pass through focus. Some of these light rays may pass through the center of curvature of the mirror. So in all these cases, what will be the path of these light rays after reflection? In the previous session we had discussed, whenever the light rays are incident on a mirror parallel to principal axis, all those light rays after reflection pass through focus. All of them meet together at focus after reflection. But what if the light ray is passing through the focus and it is incident on the mirror after passing through the focus? In such case, what will be the path of that reflected ray? So all these things can be understood well if we know about the rules related to concave mirror and convex mirror. So let's discuss about the rules. We have 4 rules and no need to study the rules by heart. You just understand the rule, observe it and digest it. No need to study it by heart. Okay, and you can expect some questions based on this rules part for your board exams. So listen carefully. Here, first we can discuss the rules for a concave mirror. Okay, so first we are discussing about the light rays which is incident on the mirror parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so consider this light ray. This light ray is incident on the mirror parallel to the principal axis. So whenever this light ray is incident on a mirror, after reflection, what is the path of the light ray? After reflection, the light ray will pass only through focus. So this is the first rule related to the concave mirror. The ray incident parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, it will pass through only focus of the mirror. Okay, so what is the case of convex mirror? This is a convex mirror and this is a ray which is incident parallel to the principal axis. And what will be the path of the ray after reflection? You know, convex mirror is a diverging mirror. So after reflection, the ray will move like this. But this reflected ray should appear to pass through focus. So we need to draw the ray diagram, or we need to represent the path of the reflected ray like this. The reflected ray for a convex mirror appears to pass through focus. Okay. So this is the first rule for a concave as well as convex mirror. For a concave mirror, the reflected ray pass through focus, but for a convex mirror, the reflected ray appear to pass through focus only if the ray is incident parallel to the principal axis. Now, second rule talks about the ray of light passing through the focus. So consider a ray of light as incident on the mirror like this. What is the peculiarity of this ray? Children, the ray should always be denoted by an arrow mark. It's very, very important. Otherwise, you will lose your half marks. Now, this ray passes through the focus and it is incident on the mirror. This ray after reflection should move like this. That means it must be reflected parallel to the principal axis. This is a rule. So whenever a ray is incident on the mirror after passing through the focus, the reflected ray should move parallel to the principal axis. Okay, then what in the case of convex mirror? So, consider a ray incident on the convex mirror like this, and this ray appears to pass through focus because it cannot cross this mirror, so it appears to pass through focus. This ray after reflection should move like this. So this is the reflected ray and it should move parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so this is the second rule. And what is the third rule? Third rule talks about the ray passing through center of curvature. So this ray is incident on the mirror after passing through center of curvature. What is the path of the reflected ray in this case? In this case, it's very easy. The reflected ray is retraced back. That means it follows the same path. It is reflected back along the same path, along the same point, center of curvature. So what in the case of convex mirror? So consider this ray and it appears to pass through center of curvature. After reflection also it passes through the same point. It goes back along the same path. So this is the third rule. And fourth rule talks about the ray which is incident to the pole of the mirror at a certain angle. So this ray after reflection should go like this. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. So this will be the angle of incidence and this will be the angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So if a ray is incident to the pole of the mirror at a certain angle, it should be reflected back with the same angle. And what about the convex mirror? This is the ray incident to the pole of the mirror and after reflection it should be reflected with the same angle. Okay, so these are the four rules which are very important. Sometimes you can expect a question based on these rules. Okay, so what is the first rule? A ray which is incident parallel to the principal axis will be reflected along the focus. A ray which is incident on the mirror along the focus or after passing through the focus is reflected parallel to the principal axis. A ray which is incident on the mirror after passing through the center of curvature, it retraces its path. Okay, it is reflected back along the same path. A ray which is incident to the pole of the mirror is reflected back with the same angle. And for the convex mirror also, you can find the same rules, but there is a slight difference in the diagram. Here, the reflected ray appears to pass through focus. Here, the ray incident on the mirror appeared to pass through focus, but it is reflected parallel to the principal axis. And this is the ray which appears to pass through the center of curvature. It is reflected back along the same path. And this is the ray incident to the pole which is reflected back along the same angle. These four rules are very important. So children, for your board exams, you can expect questions like this. You will be given figures or diagrams like this and you are supposed to complete this diagram. That means you are supposed to trace the path of the reflected ray for each case. So in order to complete this diagram, you must remember your rules. Okay. So which is this? Which mirror is this? This is a convex mirror. And which is this ray? This is the ray which appears to pass through focus. So how will you complete this ray diagram? The ray which appears to pass through focus after reflection, it must move parallel to the principal axis. So this is your answer. And what about this ray? This ray is incident on the convex mirror parallel to the principal axis. So it should be reflected. It's a diverging mirror, so it will reflect back and the reflected ray appears to pass through focus. So this will be your answer. You need to complete or you need to trace the path of the reflected ray like this. Here, this is a concave mirror and this ray is incident on the mirror after passing through focus. So what is the path of the reflected ray? Yes, the ray which is incident on the mirror through the focus must move parallel to the principal axis. And this ray is incident on the concave mirror through the center of curvature. So after reflection also it is reflected back through the same path. Okay, so you can expect such questions based on these rules.